So we'll be giving a kind of first introduction to Workday Learning. Okay.
Okay.
So where basic terms that we frequently use. The campaign is one that I said. Is
Mm.
similar to campaign. We have few more
Okay.
terms that we frequently use on day-to-day basis of learning management system. Okay. So we'll be
Okay.
getting the terminology. Get aware of those terms and terminology, and
Okay.
also how to handle security requirements. If you are creating a
Mm-hmm.
course for one team, the other team
Mm-hmm.
should not see that course. Only that particular team has to see. Okay.
Oh,
So how do
okay.
you handle such kind of things? That's a
Mm.
core technical, but still, since you're trying as a kind of opportunity based on this, I think that will
Okay.
be added advantage for you. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And there is one more within Workday Learning. There is something called another sub learning module called Extended Enterprise Learning. Actually, okay. So
Mm-hmm.
within Workday Learning, it's a kind of extended module we have, which provides access to international employees to perform their
Okay.
learning. Say you're working for an organization, and that
Mm-hmm.
organization is live with Workday, and including the Workday Learning that is live with all other modules like Core HCM, benefits, payroll. With all these modules, Workday is live with international EOS location. Okay, and now
Mm-hmm.
your organization is planning to implement Workday for India. Okay,
Mm.
so
Okay.
it takes time. Okay, but still, you wanted to have India
Amit,
employees.
you mean integration with other apps or
No, 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 no.
tools?
No, 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 no. So extended
Okay.
enterprise is learning, but which will be extending learning to international employees. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay. Extending to international. Got it.
international employees. So let's say your organization is in US and in India.
Mm.
Okay. In
Mm-hmm.
US employees have access to Workday learning system, but since
Mm.
India is not part of Workday, they'll not have access to Workday learning. So to
Mm.
those India employees, will be extending the learning application through extended learning module. Okay, so they'll
Okay.
have just access for learning actually. So this
Mm.
is one of sub module within learning actually. Okay, so there is nothing but
Oh, okay.
enterprise learning system, we call it as extended
Mm-hmm.
enterprise learning system, is a kind of the sub module within Workday. Okay.
Okay.
And configuring dashboard workspace announcements is something which is again a kind of core configuration. So you'll not be
Okay.
doing this work. So as a kind of learning admin, you'll not be doing this work. So this is not
Okay.
related to your space, but for you, okay, for you to
Mm-hmm.
wanted to if you wanted to see how many employees have completed this course, how many employees did not complete this course, and how many have started, how many have not
Mm-hmm.
started, such kind of information or statistics, if you wanted to see, you'll go
Mm-hmm.
to the dashboards and find that information. Okay, so
Okay.
we'll create a dashboard for you as a kind of
Okay.
Workday team members. We'll be creating a
Okay.
dashboard for you, and as a kind of learning business team, you'll be part of learning business team actually, because you'll be doing
Yeah.
professional work, right? So you'll be a
Mm.
kind of learning business user for us. So we'll be
Mm.
creating a dashboards for you, and as a kind of business user, you can go to dashboard and track how
Mm.
many have completed the course, how many have not completed, how many are in progress. Such kind of statistics, you can actually find from dashboards. Okay, so
Okay.
that information will show you how we can actually get this information. And similarly, core learning space actually, so how we can actually
Mm-hmm.
see the learning kind of
Mm.
area where you can actually add course, view course, such kind of things you can actually
Okay.
see. That is something we'll be
Amit,
covering.
sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, yeah.
So dashboard is uh, main activities for the LMS administrator, right? Because we are
Yeah,
launching
dashboards
the
are
course or a classroom session, whatever, and we should know who are completed, who are not
yes.
completed,
Yes, you should know that.
etc.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
we will be creating a dashboard for you, and whenever you wanted to see who have completed, who have not completed, you can
Mm-hmm.
actually go to the dashboard and find that information.
Okay, fine, fine.
Okay. So you'll not be getting access to create dashboards and all, because that is
Mm-hmm.
a separate, security area. So you'll not be getting access to dashboard. It's a
Mm-hmm.
workday team, who will be creating dashboards for you as per your
Okay.
requirement, as how you wanted to have. Workday team
Mm-hmm.
will be creating dashboards for you. But
Okay.
we can there are some kind of delivered dashboards which Workday offers,
Mm-hmm.
so we
Mm-hmm.
can actually review this. And if you wanted to have any kind of specific other dashboards, we can actually see how we can
Mm-hmm.
actually get those dashboards.
Okay.
Okay. So in this first 1 week, we'll be covering all those things. And
Okay.
second week, we'll be actually going in deep of learning. We'll try to perform or learn some core configurations of Workday learning, and what are the the typical day-to-day learning related components that we'll be working. And
Mm.
how does if you wanted to make changes to any of the core configuration, or if you wanted to have any kind of process addition to the business process. Let's say employee enrolls into the course. Okay, so once
Mm.
employee enrolls into the course, there should be a kind of notification for manager or
Mm.
uh, employee that you have enrolled into the course, and this is sitting in manager queue for an approval. So when it goes for manager to approve the enrollment, it should send a notification that your enrollment is sitting with your manager, and once your manager approves, you will be enrolled into the course kind of information, and you need to send to an employee. So how do you actually get this kind of things? How do you actually do a kind of configuration of these kind of notifications and all? You'll be learning,
Okay.
but in generally you'll not do this because your role will be completely into managing a learning system. It's not a kind of
Yeah.
configuration. It's not a kind of technical work that
Yeah.
you'll do. So
Okay.
you'll be managing learning system for end users and for your employees
Sure.
actually. Yeah.
Sure.
So, but we'll be configuring that and get you some kind of understanding. Yes, this is how learning module will work. When there are
Okay.
courses created, when courses wanted to actually add as part of security, all those things will be actually uh, showing you how it works. Actually, we'll be creating and showing you how it works. So
Okay.
practical understanding will be helpful for you, but you'll not
Okay.
be. We will actually give you that knowledge, but in general, real time scenario, you'll not be doing that work actually.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So these are typical, learning terms that we have. Enrolling
Mm-hmm.
multiple employees as part of mass enrollment into course, and business process campaign is one thing. Learning
Mm-hmm.
catalog is one thing, and
Mm-hmm.
course, which individual course that we can create, and
Mm-hmm.
dashboard we discussed, the where you wanted to know the status right on your
Yes.
fingers, when you wanted to understand the status of completion.
Mm.
That is one thing. And if you are a manager of your team, and you are as a manager and you wanted to enroll your team members into one of the course, you can do that. So that kind of
Yeah.
configuration will be seeing, and how to create instructors and assign instructors to existing learning course, or creating a learning course and add instruction to that course is one thing that we'll be seeing. And a
Okay.
learning administrator is one of the core security user that will be
Okay.
giving you all the permissions that you wanted to access in learning area. Okay, so you wanted to
Okay.
create a campaign with just
Mm-hmm.
without access, you cannot create a campaign. Okay, because you need to
Yeah.
have a campaign security access actually. When you have
Mm-hmm.
that, you should be getting access to create campaign. Okay,
Okay.
so we'll be learning about campaigns and scheduling the campaigns, and
Mm-hmm.
learning courses. We have as a kind of course, we have two kind of courses, generally virtual course and in-person
Mm-hmm.
course actually. So when you're creating a
Okay.
virtual course, what are the considerations that you need to make? And when you're actually creating a classroom course, what are the
Mm-hmm.
things that you need to have? All those things you need to do. Okay, and
Mm.
there is something called programs. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
combination of multiple classroom courses and virtual courses is nothing but a program actually. Okay, so let's say
Okay.
employees joining the organization, so you assign
Mm.
10 virtual courses and 5
Mm.
classroom courses. So when employee
Mm.
completes all these 15 courses, employee will be getting completion of the program actually. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
In my case, LMS, we will call it as a learning path.
learning pack,
Learning path.
learning path. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So that is nothing but a bunch of courses will be assigned to
Yeah.
employee,
Yeah. I got that.
and either it can be a in-person course or it can be a
Mm.
virtual course.
Okay.
Okay, that is nothing but a program actually, and offerings is nothing but course offerings, nothing but where you will be offering
Mm-hmm.
course to employee to complete actually.
Okay.
That is one.
Assigning or publishing, right?
Yeah, publishing. You'll publish that actually.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and surveys. If you wanted to do any kind of surveys,
Mm-hmm.
seeking a feedback from employees, and once they are done with the course, so such kind of things, so you'll be. seeing, and topics. Okay, topics is nothing but a kind of umbrella that will
Mm-hmm.
be holding lessons actually, that will be holding courses. Okay, if you are
Okay.
creating any course in Workday, that course should be part of topic actually. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're creating anything related to Workday, that should be sitting.
Is that authoring tool, Amit? Topics?
What is that authoring tool?
Uh-huh.
No,
Where
no,
I
it's
can
nothing.
create the course.
No, it's a kind of umbrella, that will be holding courses. All topics, will be holding all the courses.
Okay. Okay.
So
Got it.
let's say if you're creating any course related to benefits, okay. So
Mm-hmm.
there should be a topic to hold all the benefit related courses. If you're creating
Mm-hmm.
any kind of course related to HR, okay. So there should be a
Mm-hmm.
topic that will be holding all the HR courses. So
Okay. Just like
yes,
a folder.
just a kind of oh yeah, holder, I can say, not
Hold.
a folder. So which will
Mm-hmm.
be holding courses actually.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so that is nothing but a kind of topic we can say.
Mm.
The next thing is security actually. What kind
Mm.
of key security that you can actually configure in learning?
Mm-hmm.
So you're not able to perform any kind of learning related activity. So what
Okay.
security is missing there? You'll be able to get some kind of understanding there. And typically, if you're seeing my screen, these are the core
Yes.
security tools that we typically have in learning
Okay.
actually. Learning administrator and
Mm-hmm.
instructors, assessors, employee yourself is nothing but who is a regular employee, and
Okay.
implementation partner is nothing but who implements Workday to customer, and manager is nothing but who manages team members,
Mm-hmm.
and security
Okay.
administrator is nothing but who manages complete security of Workday product.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be learning about these security roles. You'll
Mm.
not be creating this, but you should know what security will give permissions to create a course. What security will give permissions to actually manage something kind of information, and you should be able to understand.
Okay.
Okay, that is about the security areas that we'll be covering.
Okay.
And there are certain kind of business processes actually. Okay,
Uh-huh.
business process configuration, let's say, like kind of workflows actually. Okay,
Okay.
so let's say if employee is enrolled into the course. Okay, if the
Mm-hmm.
course is having any kind of cost associated to that one. Okay, whatever
Mm.
employee has enrolled into the course, if that course has some cost associated, then you should not directly enroll employee into the course. You should go for manager approval. Only once manager approves the course, employee should be able to enroll into the course. Okay, so such kind of
Okay.
business process, how do we actually create a
Mm.
business process and set up something that you wanted to be part of a learning system. Will be creating and selecting the business process
Okay.
and get aware of that information. And
Mm.
also,
Okay.
for every business process and for every security group, we have something called domains actually. Domains are nothing but permissions. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have permissions, you'll not be able to access that information. Okay,
Okay.
if you're reporting, if you're creating a report to pull to pull all the learning related courses, but
Mm-hmm.
if the report does not have access to learning user, um, so we'll be configuring a kind of security group that will allow access that particular report or any kind of learning related configuration. Okay, so what kind of
Okay.
basic security that should give you access to perform your job actually. So your job is
Mm-hmm.
actually to manage a learning system, right? So what is
Yeah.
the minimum security that you need to have to perform your activities on day to day without any kind of issues? Okay, that is something
Okay.
we'll be actually trying to give you a kind of understanding. This is
Mm-hmm.
what, as a kind of, since you'll be a learning coordinator, you'll be getting this access, or since you'll be learning
Okay.
admin, you'll be getting this access. Such kind of things we'll be examining, and we'll be giving you that kind of knowledge to handle a security request, um, from in terms of end user, in terms of technically. So both you can actually get some kind of understanding. So,
Okay.
so when it starts, I think it should be good for you when you have a kind of practical understanding of configuring security and other stuff.
Okay. Amit, I have a question here. What is
Yeah.
the difference between courses and lessons?
So for every course that you create, lesson is a kind of mandatory. Okay. So let's say you're
Uh-huh.
creating a Workday learning. Okay. Workday
Okay.
learning course you're creating, and that learning course has some kind of video interactions. Okay, some kind of video has to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when
Mm-hmm.
you wanted to have that video file attached to the course, lesson is the one thing that will be able to take this one.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
lesson will have all the kind of additions of video files or any kind
Mm-hmm.
of PDF documents, that you can attach. So when I enroll into the course, I'll be able to,
Mm-hmm.
look at the PDF files or attend the
Mm-hmm.
training, which is external training, attend the training and get that kind of knowledge. Okay.
Okay.
So for every course lesson you will be creating, which will be holding the copy of your lesson that you're going to create, and
Okay.
kind of name that you need to provide, what kind of a lesson, the name that you need to provide, and you need to access the kind of file that has to be attached to the course
Okay.
from Workday. You'll be actually placing all those files in your local desktop, and when you're
Mm-hmm.
creating, when you're creating a course, and when you're adding a lesson, system will ask you that which is the lesson that you wanted to upload, such kind of information, and you'll be adding and placing that in Workday actually.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that is something on the components actually. So extended enterprise learning is nothing but we already discussed, which
Yeah.
extends learning to international employees. Okay, and
Okay.
it drive is nothing but which is a kind of folder, I can say, which will be holding all the Workday related documents.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the minimum things that you need to be aware when you're starting something, knowing about learning actually. Okay, and
Okay.
so I also try to get you some kind of typical general use cases that we follow in learning area, so that you can
Mm-hmm.
actually focus on those things and talk in your interview about them.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Okay. So that is about kind of content we'll be covering. So
Mm-hmm.
based on that, we can plan our 20 hours of session. This is a Workday learning system actually. So when
Mm-hmm.
you join any organization, you'll be getting similar kind of access to Workday. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So if you go to learning area,
Mm-hmm.
so as a kind of learning administrator, you will be actually accessing this information. Okay.
Okay.
So these are all the learning courses that you'll find in the list actually. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So when you're creating, you can actually define your own image, but
Mm-hmm.
this is even a standard uh, learning, a report where that will allow you to select the courses will help actually.
Okay.
Okay. These are all the courses that we typically create and enable for employees to
Mm-hmm.
select the courses.
Okay.
And this is one of the main area that will frequently come and work.
Okay.
Okay. And employee as a kind of individual contributor can go ahead and select any of the courses from here. So keeping manager informed actually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As a user, as a learner.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you will be getting access to learning administrator security group where you can actually um, access most of the information actually. Okay, so learning administrator is something which will provide administrator related access to get
Mm-hmm.
you, the kind of permissions to manage anything related to Workday in
Mm-hmm.
in based on employee completions. If you wanted to understand, when did this employee complete kind of things, you can actually get from learning admin worklet, and
Mm-hmm.
this is nothing but a dashboard actually. If you're seeing here,
Yeah.
this is nothing but a kind of typical dashboard we can see. So for Logan McNeil has
Mm-hmm.
completed, course with this percentage actually. So and the other
Can we
people.
customize the report, Amit,
We can customize.
in
Yeah, these
Workday?
things, these can be customized actually as how we want it to happen. We can do that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So campaigns dashboard is something where you can see list of campaigns available.
Mm.
Okay, these are all the campaign things that are available.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is nothing but a kind of learning system access that you'll be getting.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you can start. You can reach out to Cloud Foundation and ask them that I need a Workday environment
Yeah.
access of Sandbox. And
Okay.
probably when we start our hands-on session from tomorrow, you can keep that as a kind of reference.
Yeah, I will do that.
Yeah. So that is on this course, and we typically have everything is a task based in Workday. Okay, it's nothing
Mm-hmm.
that you need to go and find something in Workday according to your need, but everything is task based. Let's say if you wanted to create a course, access a task called.
Mm-hmm.
So everything is task based. Whatever you're looking for, you just enter that prefix. You should be
Okay.
able to see types of courses, which I said. Digital course is
Okay.
nothing but a kind of virtual course, and blended course
Mm-hmm.
is nothing but in-person course actually.
Okay. Can you show me what is in-person course and digital course? Just overview.
Okay, when you create a digital course,
Mm-hmm.
and when people are enrolling into digital course, which means that the course is virtual actually. Instructor will be somewhere, and
Mm-hmm.
the people who are attending the training will be somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So you know through digital course, we can actually connect
Mm-hmm.
to the business process and
Okay.
have those created actually. Okay, and when you're creating a digital course, is nothing but combination of video interaction related courses actually. Okay, so and
Mm-hmm.
coming to blended course is nothing but where you need to attend the class to get the training.
Okay. Like classroom training.
Classroom training, in-person training, I can say.
Mm. Instructor-led training. Okay.
Yeah, so we'll mostly create digital courses, and
Mm-hmm.
blended will not be a kind of huge request,
Mm-hmm.
but you should be aware of the process of you know how blended courses will behave, kind of this information.
Okay.
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 So when you go for a digital course creation, you'll be finding a lot of interesting options inside.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see you can actually create all the course information and
Mm-hmm.
course status. And if you wanted to keep open or closed, you can actually do. And
Okay.
where is that? So here you can add a lesson.
Okay.
So if you wanted to have that video recordings have any URL that can be accessed, you can actually access that
Okay.
through this. And the media is nothing but again files with kind of medical information. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
so employee will be able to see their courses based on the kind of feedback that you give actually.
Okay.
Okay. So surveys, if you wanted to schedule a surveys, you can actually do that. And external content is nothing but where you can
Mm-hmm.
actually place URLs. Okay, so you've scheduled some time today, and
Mm-hmm.
within 30 minutes, the kind of survey has to be sent actually based on the completion.
Okay.
Survey will be sent to employees about all the kind of hours that we have.
Okay.
Okay, so survey will be sending survey results, and media will be showing all the media files, and external content is nothing but which will be showing um, or giving you a kind of option to add URLs for long training actually.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You'll be actually adding URLs, and employee can access that URL and provide the information that they'll be looking for.
Okay. And Amit, where can I see the survey result?
what employee can respond.
Yeah, for example, yeah, I'm just launching the survey here, and
Mm-hmm.
what is the feedback? I mean, the answer submitted by the learner. I want to see
Kind of a report that pulls this information.
a
So
record. Okay.
yeah, then we'll create a report that will
Mm-hmm.
give you the information about
Mm-hmm.
what is actually going with kind of enrollments and people who have not enrolled. So you'll be able to track that through external content or media.
Mm-hmm. And for launching or mapping the survey, we have to create the survey outside of a workday, or I can create it within
So
a
within Workday only,
workday.
you'll be creating. Within Workday only, you'll be creating.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Within Workday, you'll be creating. You'll not create anything outside of Workday. Everything you'll create
Mm,
within Workday.
okay, got it.
Okay. That's the kind of basic content that we'll be covering. Outside
Mm-hmm.
of this, if you have any kind of questions on what we'll be discussing on day-to-day basis, you can actually come up with
Okay,
those questions.
okay.
Okay.
Then,
So those are the topics that are scheduled. But if you have any kind of scheduled topic or any kind of specific expectation that you have from this course, we can actually add to the list and get you familiar of that concept.
mm, let me think about that, Amit. As I'm new to Workday, I don't have much expectation. Then I want to learn in and out of work.
Okay.
Not the technical part. I know as I am not a technical person, I don't want
Yeah.
to learn or understand the technical terms. So that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
But wherever I want to know about the
Mhm.
technical or administrative tasks, I can
Yeah. Yeah.
learn. Yeah.
Sure. I think we'll be getting you some kind of configuration that handles core configurations. That should help you
Okay.
actually. Yeah.